said we came a long way, but we still got a long way to go. And nobody said that this road would be void of its detours and potholes, but there's no success without struggle. My brother salute, my sister salute,
Yeah, I took 7 bullets, I ain't bragging, no. I'm right now, but back then I was a savage, though. I used to hit the road with the candy like Cameo, selling that shit that took the life of Earl Man ago, pushing that poison, but now I'm the antidote. I could've been that guy that cut eyes out of the pantyhose and aim the piece right at your sneaks, tell you to hand me those. Like run that, or I'ma let the gun blast. Make you empty your pockets like where the fun's at, and then take off your socks like where the drugs at. But a real man don't have to steal to get the loot. And if you change like I changed, my brother salute. If you can make something out of nothing, stay looking for legal ways to get money. Protect the fam, stand your ground, never run in. That's what a king do, brother salute. If you could call yourself a great mother, if you could discipline your kids without cussing, fly queens who hold intelligent discussions, that's what a queen do, baby salute.
I do it for the single mothers who can make a good meal with tuna noodles and stuffing, for the queens who hold intelligent discussions, and those queens who dig my flow for the substance,
I was in the Panther party, even took a few shots. I'm really the realest rapper out here since Tupac. Mastermind stages, I done cracked the street code, running around with boys in the hood, but I'm Sharif though. A real man can knuckle up and don't shoot, and if you feel like I feel, my brother salute.
Hey, it's Tieesha, and I'm here in Walterboro, South Carolina. I'm at the Tuskegee Airmen monument here outside of the Low Country Regional Airport, and it was really important that I stop here because I was teaching my son about the Red Tails back when the movie came out. I want to say sometime around 2011. We were able to meet some of these heroic gentlemen. What is so important about these gentlemen is that they served in the World War, and this was during a time where they would go to war and come back, and the country, you know, they were still segregated. They still had to deal with Jim Crow. They still had to deal with a lot of things that held them down, although they selflessly sacrificed to fight in this world war. And these gentlemen, these black men, were so heroic that they flew planes throughout Germany. They were feared by the Germans, and they never lost a plane. Being a veteran myself, you know, we do not get the shine of recognition, or we're not able to tell our story, the truth about serving, until, you know, mass years later or posthumously. And the story of the Red Tails, these gentlemen who fought these fighter planes across Germany, you know, put their lives on the line although doing this for a country that did not respect them at all. So that's why it was super important on this trip that I'm driving up and down the coast, that I stop here and pay respects to these gentlemen that did this and showed themselves as heroes and deserving of our recognition. So I'm here, I'm going to read off some things from the monument and show you around this area. It's really peaceful and beautiful. I'm the only person here, but it's like real early as well. So yes, I encourage you, if you're in the Walterboro, South Carolina area, you go ahead and make a stop outside of the Low Country Airport and go ahead and pay your respects and honor to the Tuskegee Airmen, these fine black men who made history in World War II. In school, they never taught us about them, but they teach us and make us remember and regurgitate information about World War II and stuff like that, but they never mention these men here. So that's why it's important to, as Derek Grace would say, unlearn to relearn, and it's so important to re-educate the miseducated. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and go ahead and check out some of my other videos on this channel, just living proud and living black out loud, okay? Enjoy the rest of this video.
I met J30 when I was 17. We still doing this for Curtis Miles and Freddie B. And we don't drop jewels no more, we rock jewelry. You can't use what you just dropped, you probably lose it. See the elders share a jewel, and I place it around my neck. Make the knowledge manifest when I rock it with respect. Salute, if you can make something out of nothing. Salute, stay looking for legal ways to get money. Salute, protect the fam, stand your ground, never run in. Salute, that's what a king do, brother, salute. If you could call yourself a great mother, if you can discipline your kids without cussing.
Because when I was active duty, I worked in aviation, and I rarely, if any, heard or was told anything about the great strides that African Americans made, not only in the military, but in aviation. Had I known these little things and these tidbits about the greatness that I come from and the great strides that others before me made, maybe I would have stuck it out, you know, knowing that I was not the only one experiencing racism, discrimination, hostile work environments and stuff like that while I was active duty, that this is something that has been going on and has ceased to be resolved. Maybe that would have, you know, gave me a little bit more pride and resilience to kind of stick it out and try to make a change. But because these things are hidden, if you watch my video where my mom and I went to the Naval Undersea Museum up in Washington, there was no mention of Master Chief Brashear, and he made such great changes and gave so much and accomplished so much when it comes to diving, undersea warfare with the Navy, but these things are hidden. We don't know anything about it. However, others are celebrated. You'll see streets named after them, you know, when, yeah, I can't find the words to describe what I'm feeling right now. That's why it's so important that we teach ourselves, you know, not everything that is meant to empower us is going to be given to us in a book that is made widely available in the public or put into a military course or put into, you know, a leadership course. We have to find these things out for ourselves. Great black men who are aviation heroes in this country, yet we never hear anything about them. So yeah, that's why it was important I come here and plant my feet here at the Walterboro Army Airfield and pay respect to the Tuskegee Airmen.
Do baby salute.
That's right. Solar power queens in this motherfucker. My solar power kings in this motherfucker. There's no success without struggle. Salute. Yeah. That RBG. That revolutionary black gangster flow. Yeah, salute. We just let that thing ride out. Feel it. If Pac was alive, he would co-sign my rhyme. Salute.